What's up, y'all? How everybody doing? I hope everybody doing good because I am. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to the new people too. Let me talk up in a little bit in my microphone and stuff. Hi y'all, we back live, gang. What's going on? What's going on? Y'all already know what time it is. Man, let's start from the beginning when it comes to this Kenneka Jenkins case. Man, that's what we here for. You know what I'm talking about? Because cause check this out. It's some very important information that been in our face the whole time. But you know what I'm saying? We was slipping on that part. Just at like y'all know Chloe. You know, Chloe gonna put some information out on her channel cause you know if you want the footage, right? If you want the footage, only thing you could do is put some valuable information out there just to get everybody's attention, just to cover up the, you know what I'm saying? Just to cover up the truth that you already put out. Cause you're gonna catch a lot of people attention when you put the truth out, you know what I'm saying? Cause you can't attract a lot of people with bull stuff. You see what I'm saying? All right. Now look, I'm gonna show y'all. But well, before I show y'all her channels, cause this Chloe, she on the footage, right? And she was putting information out there, and but she was trying to beef and debunk. Well, she was trying to make it look like, well, I know some things. I know some things y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying? Y'all slipping. But the whole time, because people didn't have access to the footage, because the other YouTubers had, you know, the footage that we all wanted, the footage. But they were, you know what I'm saying, playing with the footage. You know, when it comes to special time stamps on the footage, they immediately skip over that part. And you will understand why. Like Straight Drop had the footage. And you know, when he be showing the footage, he always skip on the part that where he'll be on the footage. Or somebody else will be on the footage. You see what I'm saying? All right. Now, y'all know Kenneka got a lot of posts that been deleted off her page. We know who had access to the phone. We already know, you know what I'm saying, who she last talked with and everybody that was in communication with her that led up to her death. Now we know what Chose King said. We know what King Rob said. We know what Tay Sunday said. Right? Look at all these narratives that's out there, gang. You see what I'm saying? Look at all these narratives that's out there, right? So I'ma play one of Chloe video, you know what I'm saying? Hope long knowing. Alright, let me do it like this. People everywhere are recommending Good Earth. My neighbor showed me the app. Tell me save on my kids' allergy pills. Good Earth. I implore you to try it. I've done it with many people in these groups. First segment, hopefully I'm good. All right, here we go, gang. Now, check this out. Let's read the. First of all, let's pay attention to what's on the screen. Why did Kenneka text this message minutes after she arrived? Was she was serious or was she was playing? All right. Check this out, gang. Y'all want to know how this is a serious question? Because think about this. If they told us in the beginning Kenneka arrived at 1:13, then all of a sudden, 15 minutes later, she texting her sister that she ready to go. Either way it go, Leonora cannot get out of this one. You see what I'm saying? Leonora cannot get out of this one. We all can agree who that text was referring to. And Leonora said, nope, it wasn't me. All right. So this part one of Chloe video, and I'ma just play it, gang. And I just want y'all to peep the game.
Going to get up to the part of why did Kenneka text this message just minutes after she arrived? Was she serious or was she playing? And so you can see the text. It's on 1:20 because we have to convert the time. She says, I'm ready to go. And we're going to get into the emojis and everything on this. Now, backtrack a little bit. We're going to look at things in chronological order.
Now look, these is posts Miss Teresa deleted off the Kenneka Jenkins page. These is posts, y'all know how you can go back on Kenneka Jenkins page. You won't see these posts. You ain't finna see these posts on Kenneka Jenkins page. Or the Kenneka Martin page. And one other page, you're not gonna see this. Cause we already know who got access to Kenneka phone. It was the reason why Miss Teresa or Leonora decided let's delete a lot of posts off her page cause we don't want the people to backtrack. Read it what it say. Cause y'all remember Miss Teresa claiming to have surgery, right? Miss Teresa had surgery. Miss Teresa beat breast cancer. That's all true. That is all true. Right? But look at the dates and the time. Now you finna catch Miss Teresa up. Why she finna still use that breast cancer as a way out of this. Cause y'all remember when every time when Miss Teresa make a post and talking about when it come to her daughter, she always bring up her breast cancer. She always bring up, she even went to a certain extent to make posts about it and show the titty and you know what I'm saying? And ooh, look, I got to go back in for another surgery too. Remember that, gang? Remember that. Cause keep this in mind, now you finna understand when you go back to Mona Stacks TV, when Mona Stacks bust her out and was like, look, I remember when you went to surgery. And you know what I'm saying? And I remember the pictures and you know what I'm saying? And all this, the dates and the time on this. Lady, why you keep making and trying to make it like, oh, you were missing a protest because you were having breast cancer and you were just beating, but you been beat the breast cancer, had your surgery before Kenneka died. Watch this, gang.
And on August the 16th, a little after noontime, Kenneka makes a post towards her mother. She says, you never know how much you need God until he's the only person you got. 100. And baby God just showed up and showed out. We recently found out my mama had breast cancer. We all was devastated. Only thing I thought about is I don't know how to do anything without my mother. She does everything for me. 100. Now today we had to be up and out for her surgery at 4 this morning. They didn't know if she had cancer anymore or anywhere else or not. And baby, the doctors just came and told us she's out of surgery and they didn't find no more cancer and all the breast cancer's gone. And she could come home today. That's nobody but God. My inside's smiling. I love you, lady. This is the strongest lady I ever knew.
That's in August. That's in August 16th, 2017. And this post was made at 12:14 p.m. So I think we could all agree that Kenneka is still alive. And Miss Teresa having surgery. And she in the hospital. At some point, Miss Teresa got out the hospital. Cause y'all remember that video, Miss Teresa knocking on Kenneka door. Kenneka, I need some wine. I see why Kenneka didn't want to give her no wine. You just got out of surgery. And that video was in August. That video was in August, so I'm like, oh, okay. Miss Teresa already had the breast cancer. You know, she healing, she doing good. You know what I'm saying? Now she wants some wine. You know what I'm saying? I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know that anybody would do that. Like, man, yeah, I can't wait to, you know, I'm out of surgery, man. I need some wine. But then again, Kenneka wasn't giving her no money for no wine, so that means Miss Teresa wasn't having no money at the time. Cause when you think about the financial, cause we all chasing money after this, right? We all chasing the money, you know what I'm saying, after this, right? So y'all told me Trey Gang trace the money. So at one point in time that Miss Teresa had to get a job and work. So she work at a school cafeteria, so she can't just spend all that money the way that, you know what I'm saying, to keep up with that little lifestyle, right? Just look at it if money was the motive. If you're working at a school cafeteria, we already know that ain't just really it gets you by. You know what I'm saying? It gets you by. It ain't nothing like you could buy Bentleys and you know what I'm saying and live a foreign lifestyle, right? So at some point in time, you know what I'm saying, the ends didn't meet up. And we all agree with that? Just think about that. Cause the reason why I'm thinking about that, cause I remember what Lil Durk said in this song. They ain't eating no more. Even Durk said she was sacrificed. Miss Teresa in the beginning said she was sacrificed and threw the sacrifice on that ring. All right. Pie y'all. Let's get the thumb game up, gang. Y'all look, let's like, share, and subscribe right now. Cause y'all already know Trey Gang, she finna spill the tea. And I'ma let the ops do it. Right? Cause this more valuable information. Right here, cause we starting from the beginning. Now look at the relationship Miss Teresa got with her daughter. To me, their relationship cool. You know, is it cool? You know what I'm saying? Because we don't know what they were going through before the breast surgery and the cancer. They could been going through a lot, you know what I'm saying? You know, like mother and daughter, you know what I'm saying? For the mother that's out there, you know how sometimes, you know, your daughter might get out of pocket. You got to straighten her up. And sometimes, you know what I'm saying, she probably feel like, well, you can't tell me nothing. You know, try to live the fast lane, but you know what I'm saying, then something dramatic happened to you, then y'all bond again, then your daughter like, yeah, mommy, we beating cancer and stuff, and they back on bond. So now check this out. Now check this out. We don't know the relationship before this. Cause there's be any child to be like, man, I don't care what we go through. That's still my mama. You know what I'm saying? I want nothing to see, nothing bad to happen to my mama. There'll be a perfect timing for us. You know what I'm saying? To heal old wounds. You know, stuff like that. Right? Okay. Since we all agree that, okay, Miss Teresa, she beat breast cancer. Thank God she beat breast cancer. I don't care whoever, I don't care whatever you got going on in your life. I'm glad that you beat the breast cancer, right? They give you opportunity to bond with your family. You got a second chance in life. You see what I'm saying? You ain't got really no more worries. You can live life in peacefully. Right, gang? All right. Now let's see what's going on now.
Then, about a week or so, 2 weeks later, we have Monifa and Kenneka posting to each other about an upcoming date. On this day, it's September the 2nd at 1:23 in the morning. Apparently, they had been talking.
And keep this in mind too, before I stop pausing the video, because I got to break it down. Now, this September the 2nd, and remember what Irene said, we've been had this plan for months. We've been had these plans for months. So if Irene said we've been had these plans for months, let's just see the setup. You know what I'm saying? Just say like before August, they already had this plan, or whatever they had planned is in the making on September. Cause if you're gonna do this at Irene's birthday party, right? So everybody know this finna happen at Irene's birthday party. So you know when the people trying to set you up and stuff, before they set you up, they gotta make you feel comfortable and hype you up. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, girl, what you doing? Nothing much. Come hang out with us for a minute. Yeah, girl, my birthday coming up and stuff. Girl, you need to be there. You know what I'm saying, man? I'm gonna have Snoop, Ray, and them in there. You know, your folks coming too. Like, yeah, I'm like, yeah, girl, I'll be there. You know what I'm saying? Cause I was going to the movie with my people. If you know what I'm saying, when we leave the movie, we can go over there. You know what I'm saying? To kick it with y'all. You know what I'm talking about? Right? Now, when it come to Monifa, this a juvenile. Right? This a juvenile. So a whole lot of people gonna be in her ear. So if a lot of people gonna be in Monifa's ear, you gotta check this out. They could have told Monifa about a setup. Right? She could have known a little details about the setup of Kenneka, right? But what if she didn't have no choice? She staying with these people. When Kenneka died, she couldn't stay with Miss Teresa and them no more. She was in and out of Miss Teresa's house, right? Cause you gotta go with all the facts. You gotta go with all the facts. We know Miss Teresa's sister running the group home, dealing with teenagers. That's why you might see a lot of teenagers in that party. You see what I'm saying? It was too many juveniles at Crown Plaza that night. It was so many juveniles at the party that we didn't see on the footage, but you see majority of them, not just fucking them, you know, the people that came in with man, you know, them juvenile, but the rest of them that came in way before Kenneka did, that's transsexuals. And half of the women that we looking on the footage ain't really women. They could be boys, bruh. They boys, but you looking at them as women. When you see somebody come in the lobby, right, with long hair, you know, walking with a group of girls, one of them could be a boy. You ain't thinking that. You thinking these all females. Then when you go to the police report, you be like, yeah, I came in with such and such who? And then, and you thinking, like, okay, I go to that footage, I see nothing but girls. Then when you go to one of the boys' statements, and you like, wait a minute, so that means you had to come in with these group of girls. So, so there was a trick that in that group of girls, one of y'all is a boy. You see what I'm saying? So they would throw some people out, because if you looking at a group of girls, boom, 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 boom. You just say 4 girls come in the lobby. Then you looking at statements, and you like, yeah, I came in with this and I came in with that. But when it comes to the trans, like, yeah, I'm very close with Kenneka. Who you came with, then you like, oh, okay, I see. Oh, yeah. But let me play the video game. I just want to just to say that, so we'll know what this content finna lead up to. You see what I'm saying? All right, watch this.
Talking about going to a dance club, strip club. Monifa texts or posts to Kenneka. She says, Kenneka Martin, how about it? The Velvet Lounge, Austin. And she added the photo. She says, too much money to be made at Velvet. Every dancer gets a check. I don't know if she wrote that or if that was part of the advertisement for that club. And we have Kenneka's response at 1:32 in the morning on September the 2nd.
I wish we could watch the college football games we actually care about.
Now, she says, come on, and with the crying emojis and cartwheels. And then she's got the purple cross and the emoji with the drooling with a kind of weird look on her face. Excuse me. Monifa answers back. She says, I'm not dancing. I'm going to be your manager, with the laughing emoji and then the crying emojis. Now, the emoji with the cartwheels.
See, this where it get very suspicious that when you got a white person trying to break down to you what these emojis mean. We know what these emojis mean. We black people. That's why we post this stuff. You see what I'm saying? So it must be new to you people. You know what I'm saying, gang? Come on, gang. We know what the emoji mean, but just look what I mean. But like, when you got these outside people trying to look in and trying to tell you about your own culture and what this means.
Person doing a cartwheel represents the sports of gymnastics or something athletic, which would be the dancing. That makes sense. The reason why I'm getting into the details of these emojis is because it's going to come into play on some of these text messages.
Wow.
Now, the laughing, crying type face versus face with tears of joy. A yellow face with a big grin, uplifted eyebrows, and smiling eyes, each shedding a tear from laughing so hard. Widely used to show something is funny or pleasing, but don't confuse it with the loudly crying face or the rolling on the.
And that's probably what them people be doing in their household, you know what I'm saying? I ain't racist or nothing, I love I got white friends, Mexican friends, I'm talking about all kind of race, right? So I ain't racist. But I got to say this. But you do have white people, you know what I'm saying, and would try to break it down with their family member. Look, when they make these emojis, this what this really means. So they'll be like, oh, it's a setup. Yeah, then look, they be like, if you text any kind of gun emoji, that means it's finna be a drive-by. You finna get wet up. So they teaching, look, that's what So just imagine when they breaking this down, they telling they little kids like, look, these what these emotions is. This what them black folks, this how they text.
The floor laughing, which expresses more intense laughter. Okay? These kids seem to like to use their emojis a lot. Then on September the 5th, Monifa posts at 1:23 in the morning, my daddy asked me what I'm doing for my birthday. I say a hotel party with the crying emoji. The man says, call up there and ask, do they got security? With the rolling on the floor, laughing emoji, and then the crying emoji again.
Ooh.
And then the girl with her hand on her forehead. Kenneka's response is, the funniest shit ever. That was just 1 minute later. Somebody's asking on here, what does that mean? Kenneka turns around and responds. Now this reply right here was way later in the future. But Kenneka's response was within the same minute. She says, I'm crying, and she's got the laughing with tears, and then the ghost. Now, on September the 7th, we have James posting at 8:43 p.m. Now, I'm only including him because I'm going with chronological information that I have collected. Not that some of it may or may not mean something.
And keep this in mind, James told me been out of jail for a year. He got out September, I think September, it was in September 2016. So he was out of jail a year because he got parole and everything. So 9 times out of 10, when he got out of jail, he was still on parole. So since he was on parole, you know, if he was staying with Miss Teresa, that's where he was using this address, Miss Teresa address. And keep this in mind, you're going to need that address. You're going to move out and get up with Miss Teresa, and then you on parole. The first address you're going to put is Miss Teresa address, right? If you know how this system works. You see what I'm saying? Because they ain't finna let you out until you know, say, man, you got a valid address where you finna go so we could check in without you. So basically what I'm saying is, Commander Betty Green. Commander Betty Green. Why would Miss Teresa want to perpetrate as a parole officer calling the police? Y'all forgot she called Risco. Yeah, my name Commander Betty Green, and I want all the information and evidence what y'all got on the case. So when she calling them, is she protecting James Coleman or trying to see what's going on? You see what I'm saying? Check this out.
Directly towards the case, but I'm choosing to include it. He says, 2 years ago, I told God what I wanted from him. He told me what he wanted from me. And by his grace, I have more than I asked for. I promised you that if you turn your life over to Jesus, you're going to witness a change that you won't believe. Don't concern yourself with what other people say because they're dependent on the same God, but they don't know it yet. Okay? Just so y'all can see, there's his work uniform, which we'll be getting into that later. Then we have on September the 7th, Kenneka post at 4:53 in the evening about her brother.
Now, y'all see this post right here? This post says September the 7th at what time? 4:53. Let me show y'all the real post. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hold on, y'all. On my screen, they made this post at 4:53. 4:53. Right? 4:53. Hold on, gang. 4:53 they made this post. You see that? You see that, gang? September 7th, 4:53. Now watch this. Check this out.
Kenny Lee being in the juvenile detention center still. She says minor setback for.
And remember the paperwork said Kenny was 17. Kenny was 17 in this picture. And guess what she just said?
A major comeback. Now, on these juvenile detention center, her brother, Kenny Lee, being in the juvenile detention center still, she says minor setback for a major comeback. Now, on these emojis, or these, I guess they're emojis, whatever you want to call them, you can see them here, the little square with the X's. What I've learned is those are symbols that have been either retired or were going to get retired and they weren't going to replace them with something else, but they don't really mean much. But she's saying minor setback, and then she has the female sign here. So she's referring to herself for a major comeback. And then she's got the hand sign there with the smiley face and then the drooling face. Free baby boy. And she's got her cheese going on till it's backwards. It's fixing to be a year since my shorty been gone already with a broken heart. That place, my shorty with real live pounds, and then it's got the crying emoji. The reason why we need to learn these things is we need to learn how they're talking, what their vocabulary is, so we know when we see fake stuff also. Now, we're now on the 7th still at 11. Oh, let me see here. This other one should be first. Yeah. At 10:20 in the morning, you have Ontarius posting up the flyer for the party. Tomorrow it is on 100.
Keep this in mind, y'all. This is a setup. Keep this in mind. This is a setup. That's why they advertising and marketing this, right? It's too many family members at a party for letting family members come up missing in a hotel and do not react in a gangly fashion. That's what they is. Man, they supposed to tow that hotel up from the top to the bottom. Because if you could go shoot up 13 in Christiana, I'm just imagining what you would do to Rosemont. I guess people don't see it the way I'm seeing it now. But this is still a setup. But watch how Little Nora name do not pop up in none of their contents.
100% or 100 on my daughter. Okay? Yes, I can't talk like them. Get there, hotel party Friday, and then it's got the dancing lady. Be there or hear about, y'all know we get the party turned up. Inbox for location. It's a throw with me.
What is a home warranty? It's a 1-year service plan that helps cover costs.
Me and Big Bro, talking about Dorian. And then it's got the pills and liquor. Okay. Now, to find out if this, is this Vontarius or was this Dorian or whatever, it took me a good while. And I think this
Now, when you think about this time frame, think about why Miss Teresa deleted all her posts in this same time frame from September the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, you know what I'm talking about, 9, and the 10th. Right? And think about what Jane Coleman made his post. Right? This all play a role game. Don't get sidetracked. Lock that in your mind. Cause this is all the setup. Cause remind y'all, Jane Coleman gave the laws of video when Miss Teresa claimed to be in surgery. But Miss Teresa was at a law firm and left Jane Coleman with a phone. Or maybe, Miss Teresa ain't going nowhere with her phone. And she had a phone. It could have been a burner phone. Uh-oh. Y'all don't think they were using burner phones or extra phone? Because, how many of y'all got different phones that you know what I'm saying? Because I got about 4 or 5 phones, you know what I'm saying? Some of them ain't on, but I could still use them joints and give me a Google app number and stuff. Because you want to know why I mentioned that Google app and stuff? Because that's how those YouTubers came. Hit me up with the Google app and we could answer all your questions and everything. So they was using it to advantage. I'm just paying attention and understanding how this stuff works. Know what I'm talking about? Cause they put us on the screenshots and they just showed us what you could really do with screenshots. Frame people, control narratives, and give out false information. And check this out. I'ma play the video. Cause we're gonna play 3 of her videos. And watch how all of this finna make completely sense. Cause ain't it strange that you putting a flyer out on Facebook and majority teenagers show up at a party? Come on now. Since it was that many teenagers at a party, what Irene got going on with these young people for them to inbox these people for the location?
taken probably many of y'all also. Dorian and Vontarius both have a daughter. For the longest time, I thought that Dorian was using Vontarius' name because Dorian, if you notice, he actually uses a lot of different names that's not his. But it's always something that he's loyal to. And we'll go over it later in another segment, but in this case, I can tell you that this is Vontarius' post that he made. Now, this was at 10:20. At an hour later, this is his post also. Now, you'll see that he has changed his picture, but that's the Mike D picture because Mike D Day is coming up right after this hotel party. And a lot of the guys changed their profile picture over to the Mike D. I call it the Mike D picture. Everything else is the same on here. Okay? Irene I guess, shared it or whatever onto her Irene Roberts page. And then she also put it on her Renee page at 10:49 in the morning. She says, get there with the laughing emoji. And
notice this. The Facebook said Renee Roberts. Renee Roberts. Don't say shit about Irene. Right? Look at the little minor detail. Do not slip on this T, gang. Do not slip on that T, because when it come to, check this out, when it come to Irene live video, it's really on Monifa's account. But she tagged her name on the Irene Roberts and not the Renee Roberts. Woo, they so cold with these accounts, Jack. That's why she told Zach, like, yeah, my page was, my page was blocked. Now keep this in mind. She said her page was blocked. Why the page was blocked? Y'all seeing this? Look, I could show y'all another Irene account. And it don't even say Irene or Renee Roberts. It don't even say Irene Captain. Look, ain't this another red flag game? Before we get started, we know about the Irene account. Look at the Scoop Game video. That's on Irene account, not on Renee account. So you could just imagine what videos on her Renee Roberts count. But look, let's carry on. I'm gonna point out all the flaws.
then the dancer. Okay. Later, after lunchtime, that same day, on the 7th, Irene, on her own page, she says, the trick to being smart is knowing when to play dumb. She's got the cool emoji, the blushing emoji, I don't even know what they call that one there.
Don't forget, Miss Teresa got a Facebook Live with her sister September the 6th. Round about 9:30, going on 10, right or wrong. So listen to what Miss Teresa was saying on the 6th with her sister, and look what it's leading up to. This is a setup.
But you can see here how she's got this one with the zipped up mouth and this one laughing. Okay, this is at 2:31 in the afternoon. 1 minute later, she's posting about her party again. It's the throw tomorrow with the cartwheel. Hotel party, get there, dancing, or hear about it. And then it's got a P with a party sign back here. So that tells me, okay, so the trick to being smart is knowing when to play dumb right before you're going to post about your party. And in the party post, you're doing cartwheels. So you're going to be doing something athletic because you already got your dancing little emoji here.
I'm checking 2 free bags on Southwest. She is coming with me.
Gives you something to think about. All right, a couple hours later at 6:55 in the evening, we got Garcia.
Boom. Hi, y'all. Who you see? Garcia. Look, this the footage they showed us when not Pucky, but Jalen Ford, the transsexual dude, and the girl booked it with the fraudulent credit card, Shanquilla, or whatever her name is. Ain't this a big receipt? This in the beginning. You got to give T to get everybody's attention, right? So look. So when it comes to the footage, nobody ain't thinking about you seeing the Garcia on the footage on September the 7th. This supposed to be a setup. You don't supposed to know that. Detectives supposed to know this. Private investigators and people like me that knows it and looking into it like I'm a detective and earning my degree at the same time too. You know what I'm talking about? Cause I'm gonna take that detective test and I'm gonna pass it with flying colors. So yeah, and when I do, y'all, I'm gonna videotape me graduating and stuff. Cause y'all inspire me to be the PI. You know what I'm talking about? So now look, is this Eugenia? I mean, not Eugenia, but Eugenia, the manager. That's why they exit the timestamps out of this. Look,
He is at work. See the comment post. You're doing cartwheels. So you're gonna be doing something athletic because you already got your dancing little emoji here. Gives you something to think about. All right. A couple hours later, at 6:55 in the evening, we got Garcia's at work right here. She's going to take off. I watched the footage and she takes off. She goes down to the lower level. At the same time that she's doing this is when they come in to rent the rooms. Excuse me. The three people come in. Humphreys, Watkins, and the other mystery person, I believe personally, is Ford, but it's never been proven for sure. Now here you see
it's Jalen Ford. Jalen Ford came with him and with her and booked the rooms. Jalen Ford ended up in the car wreck. He ended up getting broken backs and ended up killing Eugenia Walker. Eugenia Walker. So you could tie Jalen Ford and Eugenia Walker, and Jalen Ford was at the hotel that night, and another girl died named the Kenneka Jenkins case. You see what I'm saying? Look, you just tied Jalen Ford to 2 murders. 2 murders. This man was at a hotel where one girl died, then in the car wreck with another girl died. And then the news was like, look, we need to manipulate the time and the death on they. Bruh, this is setup, right? Let's just dig deep how this setup go. Let's dig a little deep. Since the ops gave us information and a nigga like me, Trey Gang, was like, look, I'm gonna look into this because I'm a street, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I've been around, you know, I'm book smart and you know what I'm saying? I don't gang bang. I'm just a book smart. I study. I like to read and stuff and I comprehend things and you know, let me just dig a little deeper in this like this.
Humphreys and Watkins, and it's 7:02. This is Kevin. Kevin is the one that decided to go ahead and force the sale on the credit card. Now, what we learned later is that the sale didn't go through, but he went ahead and gave him the room anyway. Because later we'll learn how Garcia is trying to still force the sale when she's supposed to be looking for Kenneka on the footage. Now,
did y'all hear what she just said? Hold on. Did y'all hear what she just said? Did y'all hear what she just said? What Chosen King said when the girl actually died. He said sometime on the 6th, right? On the 6th. That's what Chosen King said, right? But listen to what she just said and trying to explain to y'all about this.
now, later is that the sale didn't go through, but he went ahead and gave him the room anyway. Because later we'll learn how Garcia is trying to still force the sale when she's supposed to be looking for Kenneka on the footage.
What? What? Did you hear that? Do I need to repeat this one? Let me repeat that one more time.
Anyway, because later we'll learn how Garcia is trying to still force the sale when she's supposed to be looking for Kenneka on the footage.
Go back to Miss Teresa post on the 6th. Tomorrow is going perfectly fine. And that's the 7th. That's the 7th. Do I need to show y'all this? Hold on. Do I need to show y'all this? Let's go down. These the same page Miss Teresa created, right? So let's start it from right here. And when I show y'all this, you better thumb me up and share this live video. Cause you can change the clock on the footage and change time on camera. But you can't change it in real life. You can't change it in real life because real life time still ticking. Time is still ticking. Right? So no matter what kind of videos you can update, huh? I want to know why this was even posted. This the family page. And the family do not supposed to be posting nothing about no 3 days inside of a freezer. Unless you know that's true. Unless you know that's true. And then look when this post made. And look at what Chloe talking about on her video. So I always want to know, why would they be talking about 3 days in the freezer? Now, if this your daughter, if you know you last seen your daughter 11:30, September the 8th, leaving the house, where would you get 3 days dead inside of a freezer from? I don't understand that until this shit.
Now, see, this is the 3 of them here. Watkins and Humphreys. And I believe, like I said, I believe that this is Ford, because I have a picture of the 2 of them together and the height. I'm looking at the height and stuff. And that's about the same height as they are. Now you see it's 6:50. See how the sun is looking outside. That's another important thing. Now here, this is a question that I've always...
And guess why she said that's very important? Cause you can look what time it get dark where you at right now. Bruh, it started to get dark where I'm at round about 9 o'clock. 8:30, sunlight still shining. You see what I'm saying? But when you go on the footage, it's mysteriously dark on the footage. You see what I'm saying? That's why I was trying to tell everybody. I'm like, look what time it get dark where you at. It's still sunlight out there. 8:30. Then it's getting dark around about 9 o'clock. That's when it's gonna be partially dark, getting close to pitch black. You said 8:30 to 9 in Texas. Same thing here. Now check this out. If you go on the footage round about that time, while it's dark, pie y'all. Cause when I looked at the footage, I was looking at y'all know the back dock. I mean y'all know where King Rob was talking about where the fight was at, the struggle back there. You see how it was dark? So this what I did. I said, I know when the sun rise. And next thing you know, I know where the sun will be located at on the footage. So next thing you know, I supposed to see sunrise round about 5 in the morning. Right? 5 in the morning. Look. Gang, listen to what I said is. Do not let this slip from your mind when what we talking about that. Cause if I show you another YouTuber that converted the time on the footage and showed you when Miss Teresa arrived, watch this. Miss Teresa in the beginning said she arrived at the hotel round 5 something, right? Thumb me up if you remember that. Thumb me up if you remember that. That's what the news article said in the beginning. That's what everybody went for in the beginning. Until everybody started questioning on the Miss Teresa, was like, wait a minute. If they were still searching in the hotel, when you get your car back to come up there then? All right, I tell y'all what. I'm going to show y'all the video Miss Teresa, when it comes to this daylight saving time, like what we talked about, that sunlight when it show, because you know what I'm saying? Because if you look, everything what we just said, I'm going to show y'all another YouTuber. They're going to expose Miss Teresa and Little Nora by that timeline. Just don't forget it, gang. Just don't forget it, cause I got to show you 3 and 4 more video before I show you that, cause I don't want to get off track. But I'm just, if you got to write it down, gang. You know what I'm talking about? Cause that's gonna be the T. If you see Miss Teresa in the lobby at 5 something in the morning, you know what time it is. Check this out.
Always wondered about. I've never heard anybody ask it, and I've never heard anybody give an answer to it, which is, who gave Irene the room key? After Watkins and them got the room, they got the card. We never hear about how did Irene get the room key. And what we're going to see here in this video is Irene and them don't stop at the front desk to pick up a key. They go back down later to get one for Bree, but they don't stop initially to get one for themselves.
See
now,
that?
On this
major
chart here,
good detail.
I'm gonna leave it up for a few minutes here, so that if anybody.
That's a goddamn good point. Cause you never see Irene going to the front desk getting the keys to check in the room. All right. Next video.
Summary.
Achieve perfect eyesight with these brilliant glasses. Millions of people in the world wear glasses.
Hi, this is from his page. Just minutes after she arrived. This is going to be part 2. I'm going to pick up right where we left off. And backtrack a little bit and, well, continue to bring up some of the older pictures and information about other people that were at the party, as well as we go through these text messages and timeline. And this one right here, I actually just ran across the other day. I was surprised because I've never seen it before. This was a month before her 16th birthday. She's got her little dimples going on. She looks like she's pretty solid. But
that's why she's finna show you Kenneka in the year of 2016, cause that's when she supposed to been messing with Rico. She was messing with Rico and ended up got pregnant and had a miscarriage. That's where the narrative come from. That's true, but that was in 2016. So what Shemaya and them try to make it seem like, and the people that was helping these suckers out try to make it look like that Kenneka was still in the actor with Rico, and they was having a baby while prior to her dying in a hotel. You see what I'm saying? But this been in 2016 when she had the miscarriage and all this and showed pictures of her baby bump. She was pregnant. And if you had common sense, you look at her face, you like, man, Kenneka was young and she was pregnant. She was pregnant. But that was in 2016. So when she broke up with Rico, they had a miscarriage. That's how Mariah became about. Before Kenneka got pregnant by him, Rico already had another girl pregnant. Check this out. Before Kenneka got pregnant, Rico already got a baby by another girl, and that's Kenneka's friend. You see what I'm saying? And her and that girl bump heads a little bit about her and Rico until they growed out of it. So this what was going on. Kenneka is cool with all Rico baby mamas. So that's why they were trying to make it look like in the police report, Kenneka was sad about Rico not being at the party. That ain't even her dude. They ain't even in a relationship. He in a relationship with Mariah. That's why they were throwing that to y'all to knock everything. That's why they were giving us that information game just to throw us off of the bigger picture. They want y'all to focus on this girl getting pregnant by Rico. What do you want to know? You want to know who her baby daddy is or who killed her? Simple as that. That's why her own sister was on the news. She only had 2 boyfriends that I knew about. Why would you even mention that? You see what I'm saying? I know why. Check this out. Watch this.
this is under her Kenneka Martin's account. But apparently she also used to have an account that's no longer any good called Clout Girl Niski. So that's kind of interesting. But let's see. Now, here we have, this is Tyrone, Little Ty. This is from his page, but he's not in the picture here. This is right before the party, maybe, 3 weeks?
Everybody know who Tyrone Thompson is, right? Everybody know who Tyrone Thompson is, right? That's the dude that's supposed to be in the black Adidas suit, right? That's the dude that's supposed to be in the black Adidas suit. He young. He a juvenile. He a juvenile, right? So, boom. Now, when it comes to the Adidas outfit on, they telling you, yeah, the dudes in the room, they had Adidas outfit on. But these juveniles. Watch this. And he dead. Keep this in mind. And he dead.
And now, for those of y'all that don't know, John Doe is also Peasy, whose real name is Patrick Howard. This is him right here. Now, I was able to follow him before Facebook took his page away as John Doe, and that really hurt his ego because he really prided himself on having a John Doe account. And what basically happened there was when Facebook was notified by the cops that they wanted to search certain people's Facebook accounts, one of them was the John Doe one, and because that's what everybody at the party said his name was, except for I think one person finally did say Patrick. But Facebook, of course, it set up red flags, says, okay, well, they told Patrick that he needed to verify his identity as John Doe. And of course he couldn't do that, so he lost that page. Now, this one right here, this is Neff. And you can tell this is an older picture because he used to have the dreads. He had this hair dyed red. But you see also, this is when Patrick's birthday is. Let's see. Here's some little side notes about the two guys. Patrick is, in my opinion, very highly intelligent, but he's also a chameleon because he adapts very easily to pretty much any situation he's in. You will see that as we go through these timelines. He's very flexible. I don't know what the right word would be, but other than a chameleon, because he can, like I said, he can adapt, and he's very convincing. Neff, he is, like I say here, he reminds me of the class clown of the group. That Monifa's birthday was actually not too long after Irene and them. Let's see here, it says, this is from September the 6th is when she actually posted this. And she says, when you're pretty and your friend's pretty too, so it's going to be a room full of bad bitches. Little gang, 9 more days. I don't know if you can see it because it kind of blends in. It says theme Calvin Klein. Now, and it says September 17th, it's my birthday.
Oh no, we're embarrassed. We screwed up. Our warehouse is overloaded with survival food kits, but our mess is your...
Now, like I said in the last one of the biggest questions that I've never heard even asked, much less answered, was who gave Irene the room keys? And as we go through this video, these are some things I would like for everybody to keep in mind. One, that none of the phone dumps include any phone calls. It's only going to be text messages. And on Monifa's,
Check this out, gang. This so important. Just think about what Chloe doing. Chloe on the footage. This the biggest murder and the cover up in the world. So by her, what she gonna do is expose the people that was in the room. She know how to find these people, who they friend with, and everything. She knew their name before anybody knew their names. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm gonna expose you in case, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, gang? So when she talking about the phone dumps, now look, the phone dumps, think about the text message, Kenneka phone and all this. Watch how Chloe finna break it down, and everything what she finna say is factual. This is facts. And since this is facts, watch how she pinpointed everybody that's family in the room.
listed the Snapchats, but that really didn't do any good because she didn't upload them at the time that they were actually recorded. So it doesn't really do any good for time frames too much. Now on here I had said the public wasn't shown Maya's phone dump. I want to say that Maya didn't get a phone dump, and I'll explain that when I get into her text messages. Yeah. On Bree's phone, the officer says that he was not able to recover any videos or photos. Kind of made it sound like it was wiped clean, and no family member had a phone dump that we've been told of. So, like I said, keep these points in mind as we're going through these. Let's see. Here we go. First one here is Kenneka, and she is texting to Monifa. It's 6 o'clock in the evening. Kenneka asked Monifa, does she want to go to the movies, to the show with the hood tonight? Now, I'm going to point out things that y'all are going to probably think at first it's going to be like, why am I pointing it out? But you'll understand when I get to the reason why. But like I said, right here it's 6 o'clock. Okay? Now, just within a few seconds, Monifa answers her back and she says, how are we getting there? Okay? Only a few seconds later, okay? Then Monifa waits for 18 minutes. Kenneka still had not responded. So Monifa says, well, come on and get me when you leave, or I'm going to call a cab to your house. Now, we don't know where Kenneka was at that she was going to say when you leave. Leave from where? We don't know yet. You know, we haven't been told that. Okay? Now, mind you, this is, like I said, Kenneka asked or invited Monifa to the movies at 6 o'clock and 41 seconds. So what is that? 16 seconds it took for.
So she basically telling y'all that, look, Kenneka supposed to be going to the movie with family in the beginning, and she asked Monifa to come along. Let's go to the movies with me. Right? Let's think about why Living Over and them pointed the fingers at Monifa and they got everybody thinking they left her in the hallway. Monifa left her in the hallway. Right? Let's get the story right. Y'all, let's get to 200 likes. You see what I'm saying? Listen to what the ops telling you. Kenneka asked Monifa to go to the movies. All of a sudden, the plan changed. Why Monifa in the car, and all of a sudden, you will understand why Monifa say, I ain't even know we were going to the movies. Right? Think about that. And that's what she said on her statements, right? Watch this.
Monifa to answer her back, but then still after 18 minutes, Kenneka doesn't even respond to her. And then she texts her a second time. Okay. Now, this is over 25 minutes later at 6:45:58. Kenneka tells Monifa, why would you take a cab when you could just give me that money? And she's got the little side looking face going on here. Okay? I don't know, maybe it's just me, but if somebody calls and invites me to go out somewhere, and I respond and I answer them, and I ask them a question and they don't respond back for that amount of time, that's going to make me kind of feel kind of some kind of way. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened with Monifa, because we're older, we're different, we think differently, but still, I thought that was just, for lack of better words, it was kind of rude. Okay, now here's your little emoji. It says slight raised eyebrows with a frown, eyes looking to the side.
I'm gonna
May
skip
convey
this
a
part.
variety
She
of
gotta break
negative
down the
emotions,
emojis
including
again.
irritation, displeasure, grumpiness, skepticism. But don't confuse it with the smirking face. Now, me feel some kind of way also. I don't know. I'm offering you money. I mean, I'm saying I'm offering to pay to get to you, but you want the money instead. Okay, fine. All right. Now, within 4 seconds, and it's not because Monifa's desperate. I really doubt that. She says, all right, well, come then, because I haven't called for the cab yet. And right now it's 6:46. Okay? Two minutes later, Kenneka answers her back and she says, well, what's the address? Because apparently they, like I said, they did not include the phone calls. So these girls had, and you're going to see this through these texts, these girls had to be talking on the phone to each other as well as texting each other. Then Monifa is going to text Kenneka back. And at first it's only 2 minutes difference. At 6:50, she says at Gladys and Kilpatrick, 4707 West Gladys. And then she waits about 2.5 minutes later, and she says, oh, did I skip that one? She says, and congrats, I'm happy for you. I think I skipped that one text that Kenneka sent. Oh, there it is, yeah. She says, that she goes, what's the address? And I got the job. There we go. All right. Then Monifa says, she does the little laughing faces, but with the tongue sticking out or whatever. And like I said in the last video, these question marks, the emoji dictionary, whatever they call it, said that these were just, they were useless type of emojis, basically is what they were calling them. Now, Monifa said, apparently she, Kenneka had her doubts about this job, whether or not she would get the job or whether it took too long to be hired or something for Monifa to be saying this. All in all, though, this kind of tells me that Monifa and Kenneka were not so distant with each other like the public has stated, or like was stated to the public.
Like what she just said. Kenneka was very close to Monifa. The public. Y'all remind y'all when I told y'all about when Miss Teresa said out her own mouth, when she was interrogated by the police, can you not show the public this and show the public that? And then the police responded back, since the public and the media is involved, it's public information. Right? And this is public information. Since the media is involved, they basically saying the people that's involved in the Kenneka Jenkins case is the media and the public. They're spilling tea. And these the people when it comes to the public and the media.
Because they were saying, oh, they weren't close like they used to be. Her and Maya were so close and blah, blah, blah. I don't see Maya talking about any of this stuff. This to me is personal stuff. Now, I looked up the address. The 4707 is here. This is Teresa's address at the time of the party. Okay? Now, and I have a map. It's an interactive map that has all the gangs.
And check this out. And you want to know why everybody left from a party out west? That's what the police told y'all. Look at the distances. Monifa, Franklin Food, Miss Teresa House, Central Avenue, and where Irene will be located. And when you look at everybody's statements, Everybody leaving the block. The same block. Then you got people flying from out of town for this too. You see what I'm saying? So when you read everybody's statement from Irene's statement, they came to her party, right? They came to her party. Right? So everybody that came to her party from out west, look at the range. So where do you think everybody came from? Then they told y'all, yeah, we came from another party. So you left one party to go to another one. You know what that sound like alone. If everybody leave one party just to go to another one, you know what that means. Check this out.
Sets in Chicago marked, and that's what these colored blocks are for. So that's why I put that little notation there so people aren't wondering what is that. This is where she lived at. Then she had moved here since then, you know, in between. I don't remember how many months after Kenneka died, she moved over here. But since then, she has actually moved back over here like 1 or 2 houses away, or apartments away from where she was, just to give y'all an idea. And this is on Warren over here, okay? Now, I looked up the information on this address because I remember back in 2017 thinking that was kind of funny that Kenneka didn't know the address of where Monifa lived at. Well, come to find out, those of y'all that may remember, this past year, Monifa's grandmother passed away. This was the address that when it shows, when I Googled it, it doesn't show it anymore, but when I Googled it back then, it had her grandmother's name on there. And the only reason why I remembered it is when she passed away, I went and looked it up and I found it, and her name was still listed there, but I never took a screenshot of it or anything. But apparently that's where her grandmother lived, so she was visiting her grandma. Okay.
Got all the information she knows.
Now this is that emoji that she was using. She says it's a playful kind of cuteness. Kenneka was, I don't know, maybe she didn't want the job, but she was taking it anyway. I don't know. We never got to, unfortunately, find things out like that. All right, now, Kenneka texts Monifa back at 9:57, which was like 7 minutes later. She says, okay, I'm on Central now, so be ready to come out. And then just within a couple more seconds, she tells Monifa, and thank you, babe. She gives her the lovey, the ones with the hearts, eyes. But then she turns around, she adds these that are kind of like crying. And it's like, just, you know, it's kind of weird to me. Now, of course, my own adult children, they use emojis, and none of that makes sense to me either. But anyway, now here's your Central. She doesn't say what part is on there, but you'll notice here on my maps, I only took a screenshot of it, but these other houses, I have every address that has ever popped up in this case for one way or another. I've marked it on this map, and that's why it says Irene right here. That's one of the addresses that Irene has lived at one time, put it that way. I don't know if that's where she was living at the time of the party, because honestly, I've never actually really put a whole lot of interest into it. But if it was, maybe, you know, Kenneka stopped by there first. I don't know. But she went to go pick her up over there. Now, I want you to see, I know from here to here, it was a little over 3 miles in distance. So this is going to be halfway. And in the text, she said, I'm on Central, so be ready to hop out. Okay? And there's your smiley hearts. Let's see, okay, and here, kids, there's your inconsolable over. On Monifa's first text, where she says, right here, she says, okay, that comes at 6:58. Okay? That's just within the same minute. She says, okay, and she's referring to that she's ready, you know, for Kenneka whenever she's going to come pull up, you know. 7:15, which is 17 minutes later, Monifa texts Kenneka back. She says, "You lost, girl. It's cold out here." She said she was on this road somewhere. I don't know. It could be all the way over here. I don't know. Either way, 17 minutes later, she's not here to pick her up yet. That's why I said that may have been Irene's address at the time, and maybe she stopped by there. I don't know, because nobody ever told us any of that. Okay? And I think we all know what the 100% means. All right? Now, here's your maintenance guy. The guy that reads the gauges on the temperatures. The reason why I threw this in here was because if you'll remember in his statement.
And you want to know why? The real reason why she throwing that in there? Because keep this in mind, 3 days in the freezer. 3 days in the freezer, bruh. Mitch Reese and them posting this. And she telling y'all this, but she making it hard for y'all to catch on what she basically saying. She giving you the tea, but ain't really giving it to you, though. You see what I'm saying? Look what time this is.
That, and in the footage, we see him where he walks into the kitchen while he's doing his routine checks. And I remember he gets the call about the mess in the pool is at 8:35. So this right here is, let's see, this is 8/17, 2017. So that tells me these guys look
On the 8th. On the 8th. Y'all heard what she just said? What time the pool closed? Who you see on the footage?
clipboard going on. That tells me that this is his regular schedule to be going around checking all the gauges and stuff. And I did compare it to a lot of the footage, and you can see him walking from kitchen to kitchen checking the stuff. So pretty much what I'm saying is what this guy's statement was, we can pretty much count on it being truthful, because I haven't found anything to go against that so far. Anyway, and then we have old Lenny here. Just a few minutes later, he comes walking from back in this area. Now, I tracked employees through this last 2 years, just trying to figure out when I was trying to figure out the layout. There were some employees that had cut back here and they went off this way. Now, I have that lady's live that she did where she snuck in the Crown Plaza and she walked all through here and she cut around back over here and all that. And if you look, she swings the camera that way real quick and you can see a walkway. I remember some of the employees that I had timed them from here to when they picked up on the Laundry 3 camera. And it was just around a minute. So that's a little cut through area that goes back there across the backside. For whatever reason, that's what they're doing. Shortcuts. Okay? Now, about the same time right here, this is the lady here, Kranz is her last name. She's the one that originally Watkins and them approached her to rent the rooms, and she declined them because the card was declined. That tells me she's the type of worker that's going to go by the rules and whatnot. Her statement was a paragraph or whatever. So, but that way you know whenever you happen to be looking at footage, that's who she is. All right. Now, this is the little notations that the cops made. It says, Kenneka then has a brief conversation by text with a contact name in the phone, which they had the name edited out. I'm telling you, it's Zahari. We should all know it's Zahari. Okay? It says 7:27. She says, call back right now. And 5 seconds later, she says, text, hurry up. And she does the loud crying emoji.
Now y'all see that? The text message went to Monifa, contacted to Kenneka, and Kenneka like, yeah, girl, come and hang with me. Then you got a family member, Zaria talking about movies, all of this. And check this out. All of this what Chloe basically telling you. If Chloe told you, show you footage of the people checking, booking it with the fraudulent credit card and telling you seen it, it's on the footage, watching the footage, trying to locate Kenneka. Trying to locate Kenneka then on the footage. No wonder why Miss Reese said, yeah, that's it. Let's say she was trying to go to the movies. All of this, look what Chloe's showing you. Look what's escalating up before the girl even checked in. She already checked in. She already checked in. That's why Miss Reese and them making the post about 3 days in the freezer. But I bet you somebody right now looking at this like, oh yeah, look, you see what Chloe is saying? Look what Chloe is saying. And you ain't even thinking about Kenneka already deceased yet. You looking at the narrative that these people came up for her decease and her dismissal. Watch this.
Now, nothing happens on the phone dumps, according to the phone dumps, for 2 hours. At 9:35, Zahari then texts Kenneka back and she says, are y'all still going to the movies? Y'all. That's Kenneka and Monifa. So, and I'm saying it like that because there is so many stories that people are spreading out there that are just full of crap, basically. Oh, Monifa did this and Monifa did that. No, we're going to get it straight right now, what was done and what wasn't done. All right? Now, Kenneka actually answers her back 4 minutes later. She says, if they ain't sold out when I make it around there. This is it.
Let me put a bug in y'all ear. Do it sound like something already happened to Kenneka and they need her best friend to go along with the narrative and say, look, let's go to a hotel to a reenactment? Cause they was already at the hotel. Kenneka left, but she came back. That's why she sent a text message to her sister at 1:30 in the morning.
At 9:39 p.m. Friday night. I had a hard time making this this little wallpaper because as I was making it, I realized that according to the information that we've been given, this is the last time Zahari ever heard from Kenneka. Was that text right there. Unless, other than, like I said, the phone calls, which obviously they had to have had phone calls because nowhere in here do we see Kenneka and Zahari talking about the movies. But here, you know, she's saying, are y'all still going to go, you know? But that's what she said. At 9:39, she says, if they ain't sold out yet when I make it around there. Now.
So if Shamaya and BB is not in the car with with Kenneka and she on her way to pick Monifa up, who's she with?
The other reason why I say that Kenneka may have stopped by Irene's house is because, I'll show you when I get to that picture, but here, let's see, what time was that other one? 9:30, 9:34, and 3 seconds later, Zahari asks, she says, are y'all still at your house? Of course, she doesn't get a response. unless she may have called her. This is why I say that Kenneka may have stopped by Irene's house if she was in fact still living there on Central. I don't know if if the camera's gonna pick it up or not. But that right there looks to me like it is saying 9:25, 9:27, something like that. Which means that we don't know what time Kenneka picked up Monifa. We just know what time Monifa says, okay, I'm out here on the porch waiting for you. But she did text Zahari and say, if I make it there on time. And that was at 9:39, which is 10 minutes after this photo was taken.
So it make a whole lot of sense why there'll be so many text messages going back and forth with family members and everything and luring the best friend into their dumb shit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Don't that make sense? Don't that make sense, right? And Chloe know about the whole setup. That's why she giving it to you. Then look.
Okay? Now, I think everybody, including myself, pretty much was always mistaken on this text right here. The one that says, at 11:11, damn, I want to come through, shorty, but I'm with Bree Bree, and I know y'all don't get along. We always thought that was Kenneka and Irene. Guess what? It's not. How do we know that? Because it's not on Kenneka's phone dumps. And we don't have a phone dump, like I said, from Maya. Now, in this police little summary, he doesn't mention it. But in another one, it will, and I'll point it out. But in this one here, of course, he says, that they're just talking to Irene about having somebody that she may.
I wish we could watch the college football.
Crazy military headphones are disrupting the billion-dollar earphone market. Dude, you got to hear about these wild
Video, and I'm going to challenge anybody to involve themselves and try it for themselves. This is Duke Murdoch's video that he put on his channel this evening here on YouTube. But what I want you to look at is see the timestamp for Teresa Martin was live September 10th.
You see that? Timestamp is very important. This finna expose Miss Teresa. Look at that timestamp when she went live, talking about nobody didn't do nothing to her daughter, and look at the timestamp which this lady gonna be on the footage. You can't be two places at one time. You can't be two places at one time. And they know that. Watch how Chloe finna help her viewers to understand this why the time is off. Cause she finna watch this. Check this out, watch this.
10th, 2017 at 2:43 a.m. Okay? Let's see. See? Now. Back it up.
She got the news at 1:20. Remind y'all what she told y'all when she got the news. Now look. She said when she got the news, she broke down and prayed and went live. Right? So if this at 2, so it took you an hour. But watch this though.
Stop it. Back it back up. All the way. Can y'all see that time? Okay. That says that timestamp because he is looking at it. He lives somewhere along the East Coastern time zone. Okay? Now, I'm in Chicago time zone. Same as Teresa. Let's see what it shows on me. There it is. September the 10th.
Thank y'all for y'all
1:43.
prayers. I just want y'all.
Hush. 1:40. Sorry about that.
So now look. Think about this. Miss Teresa got the news. On the footage, it say she got the news going on 12 o'clock at 11:40 something. Then she told the news, them people, they told her around 1 something. Now, even if they told her around 1 something on the footage, this ain't when you went live. Bruh, this is crazy to me. Cause Chloe know the real time that she went live. So guess what Chloe gonna do? Help her out a little bit. Just help her out a little bit. Let me show you my time zone. Why did?
40. Okay. Now, I'm in Chicago time zone. Same as Teresa.
Same.
Let's see what it shows.
Same time zone.
There it is. September the 10th.
Thank y'all for y'all
1:43.
prayers. I just want y'all.
Hush. 1:40. Sorry about that. 1:43. It's an hour difference.
Thank y'all for y'all prayers. I just.
Y'all understand that now? That is why the timestamps on the lives and the Snapchats from TY, from Irene, Maya, Chalo, all of them, Monifa. That's why the timestamps that y'all are all seeing have different time stamps on them. It's not because anybody edited them. It's because the person that took the screenshot lives in a different time zone. And
You see what I'm saying? That's a lie. Well, it's necessarily ain't a lie. Not necessarily. But the people that took the screenshot is in the time in the exact in the same time zone. The people that's taking these screenshots is the family members. You see what I'm saying? The family one that was leaking all of this stuff. So the people that were screenshotted and sharing still came from the family member. So why the time still off? Just like the footage. I guess we just like me watching the footage be like, oh, Trey Gang, the reason why the time out cause you stay over here and this happened over there. So yeah, you know, you're gonna be looking at a different time zone. Come on, man. Come on, man. Look who's the YouTubers at the time giving you the timestamps. No wonder why when these YouTubers was showing the footage, you never see the timestamp on it. You see the movement, but you don't even see the timestamps.
And I challenge anybody, if you do not live in Chicago time zone, go to her page right now. Go look at it and see what timestamp do you see for yourself.
She deleted it.
Please
now.
comment in leave.
She deleted. You'll never know
what time zone you are. You don't have to say where you live at, just the time zone. I challenge y'all. Challenge y'all to debunk.
Okay, guys, take it away.
Downward dog sweaters.
Brandon Sage.
We need new sound.
That's my little play, but this already. It's gone. Too late. Tell him. How good was it? See, look, she can't even move now. How good was it? It was real good. Look, she can't even move. Look at her. She's stuck. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. Look. Bye, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. That don't make no sense. You ate so much. A little bit good. It wasn't all that. It wasn't all that. Hold on. Let me show y'all the bowl again. Hold on. Hold on. This what she said tasted a little bit good. No, it is gone. Huh? She ate over half, y'all. No, over I didn't. No, I promise I told my daddy, girl, you tell the story. Girl, don't lie. You know what? God gonna strike her and pour them dead in the crack of your ass. Don't lie to God. Mom, you know I'm not telling the story. Kenneka, you know what? I just really don't feel like this. This is big.
Now this Tay Sunday video. If you heard the narrative what Tay Sunday video said, why she showing you this? Look. These videos when it first came out. If you got the family saying 3 days in the freezer, right? Look. Now look at these photos. Now where she get that picture from? Think about that, guy. Look what she getting. Look at the pictures. Ain't that's another cooler or a freezer? Did Teresa confirm the bite mark on the titty?
What do you mean?
These pictures that Rosemont already had up in the beginning, they deleted all this stuff off Rosemont website. That's why I be trying to tell people. I'm like, man, look, it's a lot of stuff Bruh, it's a lot of stuff y'all didn't even see. You know what I'm saying?
To me, that's why.
Check this out. Look at the time. Didn't make it so bad. This what they winning on. It's a lot of things that you didn't see. It's a lot of paperwork that you didn't even read. Only thing what you saw and heard, it came from YouTubers. It came from YouTube. They didn't even release the whole footage to you. How many YouTubers just went over the laundry room with you? How many YouTubers went over the buffet with you? How many YouTubers that went through the lower level, you know what I'm saying, the freight elevators with you? Not one time. Not one time. You see what I'm saying? Just like you never saw these pictures before. I have, right? And then you come in the chat be like, I never saw these pictures before. Now check this out. I'm an op, right? And I'm gonna come to you straight up. That person ain't never seen those pictures before. Let me lie to him. I'm finna tell him where that picture come from. You see what I'm saying? Then make it so bad, nobody don't even know where this freezer even located. But you were quick to call Andrew Holmes a lie. He ain't saw no footage. He lying. Man, that man did not lie one bit. Man, that man went there. That man saw that on the footage. He saw what he saw on the footage. He ain't finna tell you all the people was in down there with her. Just like the court paper said, yeah, it was people with her. His job was to tell you nobody wasn't in there with her. Where she was last seen? On the lower level. Just like the court paper said, on the lower level. We still arguing about it. The girl still walking in the freezer in the upstairs kitchen. You see what I'm saying? You still got people still watching her walk in the freezer upstairs and still saying while you watching the freezer, she didn't walk in there. That's why I don't even talk about it, because I'm like, that ain't even it. That ain't even it right there. You know what I'm talking about? Because these people on a totally another level. Watch this game. Check this out.
All the time. I get it in the comment section. So, let me put this back on. It seems like we could see more stuff with that on. There's no telling what they did as far as this editing shit goes. Alright, so what I want to do, man, I'm going to speed it up. Okay, here come the girl, right? Let's just go back a little bit before she comes out. Alright, so
check this out. If you were really paying attention to the time, they said they found Kenneka in the freezer at 12 o'clock. At 12 something. And look what's going on in the ballroom at 12 something. But look how these suckers just could put filters on this shit, fuck up the footage, and have you thinking invisible people walking through the footage, and here go the real timeline, because look what happened before then.
Of when people come in and out of there, when they do. And I seen the shadow, and I seen one time Franz even duck under it when he came out one time.
Go beyond with East Tennessee State University's online MBA programs. From enrolled to MBA.
And then we see Franz here at 4:21 on the 9.
Now watch this. This is crazy to me.
Okay, so let's just keep watching. Go down to about when Teresa. All right, first we see this, right? We see Franz. He comes in.
That's what we see. Then the time's gonna jump. The time's gonna jump. And then that's them walking into the room. All right. The time's up. They just walked Teresa, Lenora. Excuse me. And everybody else into the room. Now watch. And this is at 11:48. 9-9 at 11:48. Mind you, they found the body. I just showed you at 27 after about 10-15.
Look how all the ops know what they talking about. Look what all the ops, they know the real timeline and everything that's going on.
20 minutes later, they told her. So she knew at 11:48 that they found her. They found the body. What body? I don't know, but I guess her, Kenneka's. Watch this guy here. He's like, oh, fuck. This guy here, I just want to smack because I just don't like him. I just don't. But watch it again. They walk in. This is 11:48. She comes running out on the 9-9 at 11:48. Boom. Here she comes. Her and Lenora come running out screaming. They're walking cool and calm. This one's like, oh, fuck. He looks like he's laughing or some shit. I don't fucking know. So, now, what I also want to show you is Monifa and them walking around at 2:10. Remember, I showed you.
The game's so cold. Watch this. The game's so cold, them people had everybody thinking the party just got started at 2-some. They supposed to be in the room at 2-some. Look what the footage really showing at 2-some in the morning. Don't this match up why Miss Reese would be calling at 2:30? Oh, I thought everybody supposed to be in the room in TY Live video dancing and having a good time. You see what I'm saying? I thought everybody supposed to be in the room at this point. She ain't missing at this point. Way the YouTuber told y'all. But look what the phone dumps what Chloe was trying to explain to everybody. Look, what time they say 2:10 on the footage? 2:10 on the footage. Think about all those text messages now that was going on, talking about they were looking for her. Go back to why Miss Teresa called that hotel at 2-something. Now, look, now she want to tell y'all, BB called me at 3-4 in the morning. That's what she said. I got to, soon Miss Teresa, look, watch this. Every time Miss Teresa finna start the story out, I got to call at 4:34 in the morning. Ain't nobody call her out on that. Like, stop lying, Miss Teresa. We know you got multiple calls at 4:34 in the morning. Look what they doing. Watch this. Look what the ops showing y'all, bruh.
You guys, when we seen Kenneka walking around, it was around 2:20. Anywhere from like 2:20 to like 2.
But keep this in mind. What Miss Teresa told, they left her in front of the hotel. Then later told me they did see my daughter downstairs with a group of girls and a group of guys. Put that together. If Kenneka came up missing at 2-some, look who missing look who walking the house at 2-some.
47, I think was the last time in the kitchen we saw her walking, but we first saw her walking around 2:24. Or yeah, around that time. So 10 minutes I guess they're supposed to be looking for her, but she's on the whole other side. And actually, she's not. We haven't even seen her on camera yet, except for when she entered the building, which was, I've showed that already also. And Monifa steadily in the back. So, you know, I want to show you also, once they can pull it up, of them. I think this is where it starts now. And then we see Franz here at 4:21 on the 9. Okay, so let's just keep watching. Go down to about, okay, so we see Lenora. Alright, this is Lenora, 9-9, right? At 18:34. Walking. They said that they weren't allowed in the hotel. I'm just saying, like, she's walking by herself through the hotel. And it's what, like 7 o'clock or something like that. That's Lenora. She turns around. She's just walking by herself. And then here comes her two friends. On 9-9. This is way like they're still looking for her, you know what I mean? That's what's going on, basically. They're looking for her is what I'm going to say, because no one told them yet that they remembered it. It was 11:30 when they told them. And then here comes, that's the grandma. But she said nobody was allowed.
As a content creator, I constantly have to worry about getting hacked or having my personal information leaked online with people who disagree with me. Thankfully, I have Optory to automatically detect and remove my personal info whenever it's detected by the internet. Optory is a data removal service that helps prevent hackers, stalkers, and corporations taking advantage of my personal information. Optory scans and removes your home address, phone, and other private info from hundreds of data broker sites. I personally signed up and started my free exposure risk scan, and it showed that my data appeared on 46 data broker sites that I had never even heard of before.
There, you know, like, I don't know why she would say that. They did. I believe Grandma might turn right back around and come back. I'm not sure. All right. And then, I don't know, they showed these people here. Also, this door right here, it's like a part door. It's like got part top of it can shut and the bottom. You know, I don't know if you've ever seen that where you can have like the bottom of it shut and like the top part could still be open. That's the way that door is. I've seen them come out. I've seen the shadows. I've seen, yeah, she did come back. Of when people come in and out of there when they do. And I seen the shadow, and I seen one time Franz even duck under it when he came out one time. This guy here, I don't trust neither. I guess that was... Alright, so look at him. Look at how this guy looks at these cameras also. Look at this. Watch this. Now tell me, this ain't the creepiest guy that you...
Bruh, Mr. Reese and them, man, look, you see how they got... Look how the ops know what's exactly going on in the footage. They know what exactly that's going on in the footage. They can break it down. I don't even know why they just didn't even just come out and just told everybody straight up what happened to the girl. What was the motive? What was everybody's role? You know what I'm saying? That's the killing part of me about it, because I'm like, man, everybody know the truth when it comes to that girl death. But these people got a platform to keep the narrative all screwed up. Like, you still got people asking, I was reading in the chat, how 54 involved? You see what I'm saying? These the questions. Come on, gang. That's how they was winning. Cause they were giving y'all the truth. They get, look, keep this in mind. They got to give y'all some truth. And they got to pull up surveillance footage. That's why all of them got surveillance footage. They got everything that you want is the footage. Ain't it strange that they just want to pick out certain things on the footage to break it down to you to have you interested in instead of the real facts? Cause basically all they did was just really exposing Crown Plaza timeline. They was so much of trying to expose Crown Plaza, but while you was exposing Crown Plaza, you really exposing everybody that was a part of it. So if you exposing Crown Plaza, look what you doing the most. You exposing Miss Teresa and living over them without you even saying it. Look what time this man showing y'all living over walking in all black. Look how Living Nova first came to the hotel. She been there before. She was the first one when she wasn't even at the front lobby, not even for 1 minute, and Risco came to her services. But when it was Miss Teresa, nah, we don't know each other. But Miss Teresa could convince everybody. She got the phone call at 4:34, and you still got people still saying Miss Teresa got the call at 4:34 in the morning, and still trying to start off Kenneka Jenkins narrative off of 4:34. Off of 4:34. What about that 2-something when you see these bastards on the footage looking for a body of a person that's already deceased? That's the cold part about it. That's why them suckers like, look, that's why you don't even see Lee no witnesses no more. He got the surveillance footage. He know his next content. He got to release the footage. But let me get on out of here, because I don't want that smoke. I don't want to release the footage because I got everything everybody want. It's the whole 36-hour footage. Now watch this. That whole 36-hour footage gonna look totally different now since we got a full understanding of how the footage working. Bro, you gonna start seeing everything unfold before the girl. Look, even when you press play on the first video they gave you, the girl was already deceased. You still gonna have people watching footage like this here. Check this out. This how the news media. This how they got everybody in their back pocket. Cause this how they gonna start it off like this here.
Another day, another sauce. New Zaxby's Sweet and Smoky Honey Chipotle Sauce. Zaxby's.
Man, I want me some. See that? That's how they gonna start it off. Look what time they showing her coming in at 12 something. Then showing her in the lobby. This supposed to be at 2 something in the morning in the beginning. So that mean when Lead No Witnesses was showing everybody, Monifa and Shamaya and Bree walking the halls at 2 something in the main lobby. And Kenneka would be down here. Downstairs at the same time at 2 something. At 2 something at the same time. But no, listen to Irene's story. My party got started at 2 something. And next thing you know, you got Leonora bagging her up. We got 5 more of the video. She was still in the room at 2 something. You see what I'm saying? Man, what happened? See that? The news even copied out the timestamps. All right, let's go back to Lead No Witnesses. If Kenneka supposed to be right here, right? Explain this.
Here she come, right? So that was not it by herself. And then here comes her 2 friends. Like 2. Remember?
Now you see what I'm saying? Now explain that to me. And they walking this hall way before she walked the halls on the lower level. I'ma just let that sit right there with the timestamp. I'ma just let that sit right there with that timestamp. Right there. Pay y'all. Look.
We see anywhere from like 2:20 to is Monifa and them walking around at 2:10. Remember I showed you guys when we seen Kenneka walking around, it was around 2:20, anywhere from like 2:20 to like 2:47. I think was the last time in the kitchen we saw her walking, but we first saw her walking around 2:24. Or yeah, around that time. So 10 minutes, I guess they're supposed to be looking for her, but she's on the whole other side. And
this man just said she on the whole nother side. Come on, bruh. So he know exactly she was there. You see what I'm saying?
actually, she's not. We haven't even seen her on camera yet, except for when she entered the building, which was, I showed that already also, and Monifa steadily in the back. So, I want to show you also. Once they can pull it up. Of them. think this is where it starts now. And then we see Franz here at 4:21 on the 9.
Now this at 4 in the morning on September the 9th. 4 in the morning on September the 9th.
Okay, so let's just keep watching. Go down to about... I don't know. Okay, so we see Lenora. Alright, this is Lenora, 9-9.
That's why you see Lenora keep hanging in this area. Cause she know this where Kenneka at. She know this where Kenneka at. That's why she keep loafing in this area. Every time Lenora came through the lobby, she always walked this way. Before she even go upstairs, she in this area. She knew her sister was right here. She knew her sister was right here, and she knew they were gonna individually be in this area, gonna be seen on camera viewing the body.
Right? At 18:34. Walking. They said that they weren't allowed in the hotel. I'm just saying, like, she's walking by herself through the hotel. And it's what, like 7 o'clock or something like that. That's Lenora. She turns around. She's just walking by herself. And then here comes her two friends. On 9-9. This is way before, like they're still looking for her, you know what I mean? That's what's going on, basically. They're looking for her is what I'm going to say, because no one told them yet that they remember that it was 11:30 when they told them. And then here comes, that's the grandma. But she said nobody was allowed.
A little can go a long way. Your donation, no matter how big or small, goes far and
There, you know, like, I don't know why she would say that. They did. I believe Grandma might turn right back around and come back. I'm not sure.
Like I said, gang, man, look, them folks thought they finna get away with this. Nope, we gotta expose all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cause on that footage, that's why it's very important for us to contact. I try to contact all the YouTubers that got the footage. I ain't getting no response. I ain't even getting no response. I'm like, man, look, Whitney, you got the footage. You know what I'm saying? We could watch the footage now and we can have a better understanding. I'd rather watch the whole 36-hour footage again instead of 5-minute snippets of clips and somebody trying to break it down. You got the paperwork, you got the narrative. You ain't got no choice but to watch that footage. And they know we need that footage, gang. They know we need it. So they trying to play that role with us. They trying to play that role with us, gang. But yeah, I'll be back later on tonight. You know what I'm talking about? And kick it with y'all. Man, Trey gang, love y'all, man. Y'all be cool. Y'all be safe. I appreciate the new subscriber. Appreciate the payout gang. Appreciate the cash out too, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, I just want to spill a little tea and show y'all what's really going on when it comes to the YouTubers and their footage and with the police bogus narrative. Cause check this out. Cause some of these people that's got higher ups, you got to realize they got family members too. They got family members too. And everybody can't come a YouTuber that was at the party. They can get their aunties or their uncles or their little nephews become content creators and act like somebody gave them some information to give it to you. You know what I'm saying? Bye, y'all. Trey Gang, love y'all, man. Y'all be cool and y'all be safe. And we'll be right back after these episodes.